Good morning, afternoon, evening, etc. Whenever it is for you, everybody. Welcome back. Monster Train, the October 1st, 3:03 p.m. edition. As promised, I actually came back on the day I said I would, and you're getting another episode of Monster Train. As always, videos are not for kids. Let me just get that out of the way before I say any offensive words that, you know, the many wonderful parents of the world would not want the children to be watching on YouTube. In fact, close down YouTube, go read a book. Do as I say, not as I do, etc. Alright, hey, we won last time. In a very, decisive fashion. Very proud about that victory. Dude, love my snack boy. We're gonna have to move away from him, though, just to give ourselves some diversity. I'm willing to give a little fade here. Catch my fade. The reform option here. Well, okay, reform option is the whole, you know, shtick of the Melting Remnant, but this guy, instead of getting dredges, which are very good units to just sack, we get reform. And of course we do get some boss enchantments as well that could be great. Don't know what they are yet, so needs to be seen. Who pairs well with this? If I'm not mistaken, I'm fairly certain it is Hellhorned. Yeah, last time we did this was rank 11, which was probably like a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago. And slowly, bleeding through this game. If we were on the same Slay the Spire pace we were back in the old 2018, 2019, I guarantee you we'd be done and we'd be moving on to the next thing, which is probably Splunky, which is still on the table. Also Hades, which fully released, and that's still on the table. That's neither here nor there. Let's play some Monster Train. Got our water ready. Stay hydrated. It's a desert out there, at least for me. Boss fight's going to be Seraph the Diligent. He's going to consume first spell card played. Daedalus fell. Very good. Got Whiplash. +5, apply burnout 2 to a friendly unit. Malware Bites wants me to buy premium. No thank you. Hornbreak. Very good. This actually counters a lot of those armor trials, so we can actually cheek out some extra benefits. Love Hornbreak. Very good card. Top tier. Top tier vanilla card. And Wicked Blaze. Or Wicked Blaze. I always do this. It's candled, not like radical. It's wicked, not wicked. Reform a unit and apply an additional +10. It's not bad. All of this is not bad. Trinket-wise, we're getting Pyre extra attack, or when a friendly unit dies, apply +10 to that unit. It's a resin block. Don't tell Dan Giesling it's resin, but that's pretty good. And then we got Little Fade here. You can get Firelight or Little Icarus. Extinguish. Apply. Okay, Extinguish. You die. Apply 5/5 and burn out 2 to friendly units. It's actually pretty good, so we want to be sacking him very frequently. Or you go for Little Icarus. He has spikes. And when he slays something, he gets +2 spikes permanently. You already know my opinion on spikes, even though it absolutely helped with our last run. It just seems kind of bad. Because you can reform them, obviously, and then, I'm trying to think, how would you get the most bang for, you could... I don't think that's good. Again, maybe it's my bias with spikes, but I don't know. Can't really, judge it too harshly since it's our first time playing this new guy, so... Take that as you will. Enemies enter with spikes 3. Well... I can tell you why that's bad. I can tell you why it's totally fine. I think we have the means to actually, do this. Even though our units are all going to burn out and die, this should be pretty doable. Even with spikes. Because, yeah, you just do something like this. You go, boom. Boom. Nuke this, he dies, you get buffed. And, I can't reform anything yet, so that's fine. But you can't really hurt us. Also, give me that money, thank you kindly. That's a lot of pain, so we'll just slow that down some. You getting away is less good. That's alright. Units are burning out. Some powerful units are reforming here. Some very potent lads. So this isn't enough to get a kill outright, but it does get us closer. We'll go ahead and slap that on him as well, just to crank it up to 80. Alright, so on the first floor, we got some pretty insane things going on here. Our boss unit became a 65-16, and all of a sudden I'm realizing maybe we could... maybe you can get some actual, like, spikes value out of these guys, because that's a little insane. But, hey, that's good. Then you can buff up his other boys as well. Let's get some other boys that we want to buff up to begin with. Molded. That's better since it's not random, and we can actually focus in on something that's important to us, so that's good. Dripfall is also very nice, just to slow them down some. But I'm going to grab Molded so we can focus on getting our boss unit back on the front lines there. And you could argue some of these would be good to get reformed, but not as much. I'm going to grab Hornbreak because it's solid. That trial was pretty freaking easy. Like, one thing bled through for 3 damage. Like, that's nothing. And we got the whole world to work with here. No units, unless we grab something here. This is not really going to benefit us too much. Spell upgrades, we'll be able to get a little bit more out of it, and we can grab a unit that we can start buffing. Neither of these really are, like, making me pog. Rail Beater, maybe, just because if he keeps coming back. The extra 25 armor is... that's a nice addition. But we'll go for the Rage Warrior. Let's focus on making some spells cheaper, yeah? Yeah. Molded, free. Remove Consume. We have nothing like that. 20 magic power and Consume. I'm going to slap that onto a Torch. I think those are worth doing. Reroll Upgrade. Upgrade a spell and get double stack. So the Whiplash doesn't really matter. Like, giving the extra burnout's good long term, but it's not really worth spending all the money on, in my opinion. We're going to hold off on that. Reforming a unit and giving it plus 10, that's actually very good, especially because that's a targeted one. And then, of course, getting your Pierce up to 15. It's a solid get. You can chop through armor like it's nothing. These units in general can already chop through armor like it's nothing as is, but you're going to see the power of Hornbreak. This guy shows up, oh, look at all my HP. Okay, I didn't draw the guy that I need to actually, like, prove my point here, but hey, he's not doing anything crazy, so just go ahead and add him. Now, we want them to burn out so we can just get through it a little bit quicker, but this is good damage. You can reform a unit. Bring him back. Still put him where he needs to be so we can start buffing up our secondary lads. Move that. And there's no units to reform, so this is all just kind of tragic, to be honest with you. I don't even get my money. Slow them down some. Stop it with the garbage in my hand, my sir, my friend, my darling. We're just gonna go for a reform here. Yeah, surprise, it's our favorite guy. We're gonna be taking some damage here. Tragic. Or should I say Sag? I've been watching some streams lately, namely some TFT streams, and people have been saying this word Sag a lot. I'm not really up to date on, like, Twitch culture or just, like, the youngins, but apparently it's another, like, people meme or whatever, like the frog, the Pepe frog. I don't even know if I'm saying any of this right. You guys even understand what I'm saying? You probably do. You get where I'm coming from. But everyone kept saying Sag lately. I'm like, what the hell is Sag? I don't know. What is Sag? Apparently it's like something related to Sad, obviously. But I'm like, what is Sag? And why does everyone keep saying it? And now you know. So we too, you know, if you were confused, you can be a fellow boomer with me. Also, we're in a little bit of danger here if I don't get some actual units drawn. Well, Burnout 1. That doesn't give me a lot of confidence, but it's what we got. And what we got here is a lot of pain. So we're gonna try this again. By the way, you got down to 1 HP. I'm not gonna have any ifs, ands, or buts about it. You gotta give me the benefit of the doubt. Melting Remnant, much like Umbra, it's a different play style. There's a little bit of a learning curve, especially if you haven't touched it in a, you know, fair amount of time. Forgive me, I'll take the L there, that one's on me. But we're feeling it out. This time around, Dripfall 2, it's decent. Vent, good AoE. Mark of the Invasion gets countered, and then Mortal Entrapment. I have this gold. I'm surprised I don't have Vent's gold. I have this gold, but I don't think I really used it. It's just really expensive. But hey, when you upgrade it now, and this is new because they gave it attuned, it can do a lot of damage. That's nice. Grant 3 stacks of burnout each time it's applied. Yeah? Not bad. Sketches of Salvation. At the start of battle, summon 4 random units to the middle deck. From your deck to the middle floor. That could actually be decent. I'm actually willing to give this a try. This is a little memey, so we might have a meme episode in store here, but that has some potential. Especially if I can get that fire one again. We got Eternal Flame. Extinguish, he gets 25 attack, 5 HP, and +1 on his cost to play. Well, it's not insane, is what I'm trying to say. Although, if you can just reform him, that gets pretty good, right? Because you just reform him and make him free. And give him even more benefits. So you know what? Welcome aboard. I was hoping for the other one we just had, since we're going to be summoning a bunch of units together, and I was trying to, like, mega buff them all at once, but hey, this is good too. And because of that, we can easily do Mark of the Invasion with, like, no fear. Like, we're already going to be chopping out the middleman. I think you just let the top floor go. So you go 1... 2, and then 3. Because he's endless, he's just gonna keep coming back. Go ahead and drip fall this Dingleberry, so we get our spawn dually. Plop this guy down here. He is going to die again. A very painful death. We'll soften him up. Mortal Entrapment, actually getting some value. Not entirely getting value, but if it comes around again on the next draw, this will be nice. It doesn't really matter how we go about this, but this will save us a little bit more HP. So we'll do it like that. Drip fall him, save our HP. These days, nuke this guy, soften him up. He's gonna clear through our floor here, like it's nothing. We persevere, we get our boy out up here, and he should be able to clobber this guy when he gets up here. Solid damage, my lord. Alright, the daze has saved the day. Didn't make him descend at all, but we got him to slow his roll a little bit. Hey, easy money. Worse for wear than the last run, but still pretty good. Extinguish, apply stealth, not the greatest. 5 attack, apply burnout 2 to friendly unit. Might not be a bad idea, so we can actually start removing these guys. And then actually squeezing our boss unit somewhere in there. Gonna grab a Hornbreak. Tried and true, dude. Hornbreak is your boy. Is there when you need him the most. It doesn't care about your feelings, it cares about winning. Monster-wise, a lot of things that we could grab to upgrade. Spell-wise, also a lot of things to upgrade. Namely, just making this cheaper. Because this is actually good. If it was cheaper. I'm willing to sack some money on that exact proposition. Give a spell Permafrost. I don't think we do it like that. I think we just go for a +10 onto you-know-who. My bias for this card knows no bounds. And then, yeah, look at that. Now it's worthwhile. Yeah, we don't get the spell amp from it. That's fine, but that's a good stun. Also, 25 damage piercing Hornbreak. Very good. Backup unit's gonna be... Lady of the Reformed is always nice. Mostly nice, especially if you have like some pretty stacked boys that you just don't want to die. Alright, Spikes is doable. We all know it is. I just realized this guy we actually can't make cheaper because when he dies, he instantly goes to the top of the deck. There is no reforming him. Frig. We're gonna need energy this run then if we're gonna try and make this guy work. You need to like play around him. It's unfortunate. We also need him to die, so if he ever gets put in the mix there, because this is going against everything I was planning. He gets put in the mix on the middle floor and he gets put in like the back. He's living for a while, and he sucks right now. Unless we go for spikes, which means he'll skewer himself, and then we won't have any problems. Let's give it a shot. I think we can push the limit on some of these trials with the floor plan, or sketches of salvation. And that's pretty decent. Go ahead and get vented. Actually, you do it like this. You go... And then you realize it's exactly the same, and you just buffed him up for no good reason. Now the smart play would be to do it down here, but like, money? Money? So go for the smart play. Alright, we're taking some damage on this one. Tragic, but it's the reality we live with. Disregard that. We'll take no damage, sir. Thank you very much. Boss units here, and a guy's down here already, like, really just slapping them around, so good on him. In fact, we dazed him, but thanks to the spikes, it still doesn't affect us too much. 80, 16 on the top floor, 60 damage here. Alright. That was very good. A very good floor. Cool. Alright, so just like that, we're back to where we started. Maybe better, maybe worse, I don't know. Time will tell. Dude, I love drafts. I love drafts. Drafts are so good. You get one of these boys set up and they run away with the game. I'm gonna grab a singular draft. I love drafts. Oh god. You're giving me everything. Hornbreak again? I mean, yeah, how could I refuse? You know those annoying armored up enemies later on? It's like, I've got 100 armor, but 10 HP. Countered. Instantly countered. Dusted. Roasted, toasted, ghosted. They have no choice. Oh, I can even double my Hornbreak right now. Ooh, it's tempting, but we should go for some long-term upgrades for the other cards that are important. Namely these reformations. Having these be free and or cheaper is going to be pretty choice. Don't like making that, you know, get expended, so we can do something like this. It's a 2-cost 25 damage Hornbreak now. It's a little silly. Let's just get the reroll out here. Trip over my words as I speak, and then get upgrades on these primitive molds. And then we slap this onto a vent, so we're guaranteed to have some AoE damage. The Hellhorn just has a lot of good cards. It makes sense. It was the first, like, unit group they really probably developed first on the list, so it makes sense. I feel like it has the most polish. And Awoken. I mean, all the decks have polish, but I feel for the Hellhorn. Maybe I'm biased. Alpha Fiend. We're still looking for, like, that god carry. Right now it's him, and hopefully if we get some more upgrades, this becomes more reasonable. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure what my win condition is yet. It's probably draft. Draft behind Little Fade. We're getting there. I just don't know if any of these really fit the bill. I'm gonna say they don't. None of those are giving me the aha vibe, you know? Oh, no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. I am actually about to fucking make 25 horn breaks. Jesus Christ. Okay, it's a little... Okay, so the deck is... It's more meme than it should be. But that's pierce damage. That's guaranteed pierce damage. Like, we can almost insta-kill any armored enemy. Easily. Wasn't paying attention to do. Enemy units enter with 5 armor. Okay, I'm already laughing. And... every turn you push a unit back. That's annoying, but these guys don't care. Oh, look at all their armor. Isn't that cute? They're all cute with their armoring stuff. We're gonna soften her up like that. Start getting some pushing damage on her. And they'll be fine, they'll be fine. We have lots of ways to deal with it. Namely, Hornbreak. And perhaps you heard of it, it's Hornbreak. And maybe you've heard of my additional friend called Hornbreak. So he's dead again no matter what. That's fine. I can dig it. Here we're gonna go for the steam vent, if we ever drew it. We didn't, so instead I think we'll pivot into maybe some horn breaks. We can go for something like this. You go 1. This one gets away with 1 HP. We will be able to solve that in a second. This guy, he's starting to slap now. And mind you, he can die one more time before it becomes unreasonable to play. There it is. This is what we're looking for. We don't have to go that hard. We don't have to be that hard. 10, 13. Just because I want you to get some hits off. Extend his life a little bit. No doubt he appreciates that. Get slapping. Oh, my boy. My baby boy Dredge. So we can't get away with this. So you do it like so. And you can AoE them down. But first, let's go ahead and pierce you. And then AoE. So he dies, and that's good, because we're going to reform the Christ out of him. I should have not done it there, but I did anyway, so alright. Final wave. Decent damage coming your way, but check this out. Pierced, alright. 60 damage. Extend that life a little bit. Smack that up. Daze him. Beautiful damage. We're still eating it up here, and that's my fault. That's alright. And then yeah, Little Fade comes back stronger than he's ever been before. And we win. Boom. Yo, give me the friggin' multi-strike on this guy. I don't care if he becomes fragile. That's what he lives for. Wickless recruitment. I know they're candle people. This is literally cutting off a piece of his head. It's violent. Remove all debuffs, or remove all burnout and debuff effects from a unit. It's alright. Well, there it is. I forgot how much they changed this. This used to be multi-strike for 3, or maybe it was 5 still, and you'd have to like really spend up to get it. The fact that it makes things fragile is... It's expensive. Your unit dies instantly. And my guy's gonna be dying a lot anyway, so it's like, oh, what's the point? Eh. I know I just said I wanted it, but like, I can't. Harvest. +5 rage. I'm gonna grab this because he is a beefy boy. That's a lot of HP on him. And we've already said it, we need the extra energy. The energy, namely, just so we can keep playing our boss unit, because that just seems to be the plan. And there would be upgrades we want to get, but with this much money, we're better off holding, getting some more money, and then getting a trinket that's worth a damn. Not saying you're not, you're doing pretty good. This is actually like very solid for just like getting your deck thinned out, one, and having a nice little like mid-game control. We play a unit, a random card in your hand is reduced to 0 until played or discarded. Nice. We play a spell in your hand, all cards, okay, yeah, that's the one that makes everything else cheaper. But our spells aren't that expensive at the moment, so... It's gonna be the Flicker's Liquor. And then our Forge upgrade. He doesn't get that much more HP, but that damage gets cranked. And this is kind of what I was hoping to start off with, but I'm liking it. Let's keep rolling with it. He's not helping out early, but my god is he helping out later. We cannot do this. We lack that damage, especially for some of these guys. Well, what a wonderful gaggle of individuals there, isn't that nice? Okay, so you show up and you die, or we should let him die. I'm like, we can let him live. I'm like, yes, we could, but we should absolutely let him die here. I'm doing this for the money. I'm doing this to slow you down. Mostly. I'll put this guy here so we can squeeze out some extra damage. Okay, good. You die. Also, you die. Harvest procs, and everyone's clapping their hands together. So good. He dies again, but he comes back even stronger. We got some reforms ready to roll. Some very good reforms ready to roll. Tragic. One of them is actually going to get away. Or is he? Boink. And now we're down to the boys up here, which is fine. It's actually totally fine. Okay, that'll help out. Oh, you just die though. Did I say I was gonna help out? I mean, he's there. Horn break, so we get some actual damage on the boss. Reform. Sack the dredge for obvious reasons. Would love to play that on him, but we'll have to get away with it this time. I say it like it's a bad thing, but like this is actually totally fine because we just win. You know? You ever just win? Also, I got mana for days. This is excellent. Cool. Alright. That's a 215, 16 HP monster, by the way. We lose to sweep. Like any boss with sweep is probably going to crush this deck, but until we run into that, we're basically unkillable, and I won't have it any other way. Wicked Blaze, that's another spell we can make cheaper to target some reforms. Everything else here is kind of meh. Like this, I love this card, but not in this deck. We don't really care about rage and armor. We don't care if our units die for the most part. We just want them to die and then move on with their lives. And oh, just kidding, come back. You're not dead. You're hit forever. You want to duplicate another one of those? No. What I will do is a little debatable here, since we don't have a lot of units. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Doing this, we're still going to get all of our units out there because it looks like it doesn't summon the boss unit in the mix. If it does, we'll just nuke it ourselves. But that allows us to get the mid game out very nicely. So we take those. We take those. Wicked Blaze, making it cost 1. Plus 10 onto, let's put it onto the other vent so we have some layered options for AoE. And then reduction in cost, I don't know, maybe Wicked Blaze? Better than the random one, and it also gives plus 10. My dredges will love it. Magic power and consume. Slap it onto a torch just to start thinning out the deck that way. Remove consume, and then yeah, we can still do that, but like that's stupid. Also, like, take your pick. Which one is a better spell? You already know. Hornbreak for life. Hydrate, I've been running my mouth for a bit. Enemies enter with Spell Shield. Oh, we could do this. I don't want to. We are relying heavily on our pierces to just thin out the horde. 150 gold is cool and all, but we'll just get that from the little loot goblin that shows up. The loot goblin. Oh, brother, you're not supposed to be in the front. You're supposed to be in the back. Brig. And we need to protect him as much as we can, so this is actually going to be a little dicey. But it should be okay. Gonna slow him down on purpose. Yeah, the goal is to protect this guy because he's a big wallop of damage as well. So the way you do this is you torch that, and then you're guaranteed to reach that. You gotta reform here. You put your dredge in the very back, and then you just AoE all of these beavers down. And look at him, he's big. We need to get some upgrades on this guy just for HP. He's loving life. It is rage based, of course, so it's not as fantastic as it might seem, but it's still pretty dang good. Extend his burnout timer. Let's get to someone else that's going to be useful here. Not so much here, but just stacking them up for later. Don't you worry, it's all part of the plan. Because we want him down here, because the more things that die here, the bigger this boy's beef gets. And that boy's got some beef. Alright, fine, twist my arm, why don't you? So here's what you do. You nuke him, and you're thinking to yourself, Tim, why on earth would you nuke him? Why would you nuke both of them? My dear friends, did you think I was a fool? Do you not think I know what I'm doing? Okay, apparently not. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm a very, very dumb individual who doesn't know what he's doing. Excuse me. This is my forecast. And you're still alive. That ain't good. I can't play my boss anymore. This was a concern in the back of my head. The concern is now a reality. Oh my god. I didn't understand, and I'm grateful we got the 1 in 4, 1 in 3 here to actually make it happen, but Jesus, I did not consider that synergy at all. Oh my god. This is perfect. This is so good. This is the greatest game I have ever played. Let's fucking go! This little guy, little dapper top hat, he's kicking everyone's ass. Oh my god, this is so good. Piercing knives are the blade. This is bad. This is bad. Never buy this. Second Wicked Blaze, but I think we're doing good. I think we just run with what we got. Well, thanks for the money, I suppose. Wow, I did not consider that's how something could synergize like that, and I'm glad let's be honest, I lucked into that. Like, things just kind of fell into place and like, hey, that works. I was talking about how I want to upgrade our boy, but like, the artifacts, they called me, you know? And magic upgrades, but nah. Let's stay true to what is actually important here. Getting this guy some HP. Oh, burnout. I don't want burnout on him. I don't really want him to be endless either, because that doesn't really do it. This is a bit of a frig. I'm gonna reroll. Dude, what the hell? Alright, well, this helps. And I guess we'll make him quick just so he can get the punch out there. Once he starts getting some damage amped up, that's going to be pretty nice. Slap this onto you. And in hindsight, I should have slapped the other one onto him as well, just to make him a wee bit better. 1, 2, 3. Four. So everybody is going to get squeezed out on that floor now. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. What are you doing here? Days, cost of spell increase. Just annoying. Really annoying boss fight. He stinks and I don't like him. Could be worse. Okay, so this is fine. We let them bop us up here. Oh, it's something in my throat. Hang on. We good? No, it's still in there. Give me a picosecond. Alright, I think I'm good. Alright, let's just, wait. Okay. We counter the dazing all units thing here, so that's good. He gets Dunkachino'd. It's a tragedy, and then we get to say, hey, it's not that bad. So when it's not that bad, it's not that bad. Can't reform anyone. This guy's gonna get a lot of rage here. That's good. He's gonna get owned here, and that's good. That's a good thing. So he gets owned, and we'll bring him back and make him stronger than ever. Dude, can you just say how much I love the Pierce? The Pierce is good. The Pierce is life. You know what? Let's get 81 onto you. Okay, that works. Go ahead and daze you, and then we just Dunkachino you. If you guys are gonna get by us, that's unfortunate, but I can accept it. Yeah, we can't stop them, so hey, them's the breaks there. Big draft. So big we can actually throw him out in front, and he will tank the damage for us, so we can clear through this. Soften him up so we only, you know, deal with these two guys coming up here. That's a few hits that I don't want to take. We're at full HP, so we can take it. It's an L we can take. Once again. Fantastic damage here. Daze them. Easily adds up some additional damage. We have a nice little secondary defense going on here. The train steward just... I need to upgrade the train steward with any other unit, so if we get the opportunity, we should just start doing it. Little Fate, prep him. And we have a lot of cards we could draw here to summon out some units. Or I could draw, like, none of them and just actually cry. No, we don't do that. Thankfully, we have 1.5 billion dazes to slow this guy down so we can actually kill him, but what the hell? We got so many summon abilities and I got none there. Where are the units, boys? Where are the units at? I see none. Negative units. Skip it. Same as before, extra energy, so we can continue to summon Boss Lord out there. We're getting close to like where we can't summon him every single turn as is. That's dicey. That's dicey. And let's go for those upgrades once more. Dip into here first. 140 damage. 140 damage. That's wacky, dude. Wacky. Ooh, okay. Do like this. Let's go ahead and grab the trap shoot. Always a classic, always good. And we'll go ahead and Merchant of Steel. You know, it is worth it. Because that is still a lot of damage and we need another front line there. And it doesn't matter if like a big unit takes up a spot that's important, because we can just like look out and get them on the Sketches of Salvation anyway, and you know, job's done, problem solved. These upgrades are just terrible right now. Like I could wish and hope for anything else, but it's just all really not that good. So much so, I'm actually going to go ahead and slap this burnout upgrade on the Train Steward, just so we have something else we could start resummoning to have a secondary like wall when our boss unit actually becomes strong. We're looking for another unit, but I think at this point in the game, if I'm not mistaken, you don't get any more. You're just done. Also, I'm not taking the gold pit there. Like, this is a spooky one. I've done that once, and it nearly cost me everything. Okay. Plop him down here. Dust him. Dust him. Dust him. Good. Alright. We'll come back to that guy upstairs in a second. Plop you down here. We're not done. We're not done. Not by a long shot. So we want him to die. That works. We need the damage here. This guy's getting away no matter what we do. Not true. 88. For the most part, he's getting away no matter what we do. So let's just let's go about it this way. I think everyone agrees. Cool. So it's about time he dies, and that's good. Bring you down. Pay for your crimes. One, two, this is good. And getting a kill increases his rage, which actually works out for us. We get 46 onto you, and now you can get killed by a Pierce. Hang on, hang on. We're janging this, we're janging this. We have the means to kill him if we ever need to, so that works. Tragic. I think we just let him go. It's 10 damage, but we can accept that. Yeah, we have options here. So you do it like this. Good. Everything's good. I actually want to trap shoot you down here, but... Move the threat. And we pretty much just make a wall for this guy. Because he's still doing a lot of damage, and there we go. If we don't have to burn him all the way, we don't have to. Like, 285 is already a tremendous amount of damage. Just getting a wall up is good enough. Good. Thumbs up. Thumbs up from me. Thumbs up from you. Good. Please, I beg of you. Units. Units for the poor. Units, my lord. I need some units. Alright, thanks for the 20 gold game. Appreciate it. So yeah, this is pretty much the end. We don't get anything else. We're complaining about units? Make your own. Problem solved. Slap another burnout onto him. We're not going to get anything else out of that, so say goodbye to that. Trinket store. Ain't that a kick? In the head, do, 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 do. See, it's like the thing is, like, I couldn't do anything there, so it was like, just it's like, ain't that a kick in the head? It's just like the brother said, oh, you gotta be quick. Ain't that a kick in the head? Dun, 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 dun. It's a New Vegas thing. You know what it is. I guarantee you do. All right, pierce him. Drip him. Should not have dripped him. We actually need this guy to die. That was very dumb of me. Incredibly stupid. Please forgive me. Okay. So he starts dying, that's good. We need him to die a lot more. We're gonna have some problems here in a friggin' picosecond. I'm sussing. Give me a sec. Oh, you're so annoying with all your armor and your bullshit, and you're dumb, and I hate you. You stink, no one likes you. Okay, he dies, and that's good. We're getting damage, though. They're gone. They're long gone. Okay, and now we need to start letting him die. Whether by our hands or someone else. Also, we need to make sure nothing else bleeds out like that. They should be okay holding the line up there. We should still soften this up. He dies no matter what. I just hate that you get armor for it. Things are being mishandled here. I see that. I recognize it. It is indeed a fact. Part of me's like, these guys are all about to run the hell away. So getting this guy up here will allow us to chop through it, and then we need to kill him. He needs to die. If he does not die, we have problems. So I'll do this so he actually will guarantee die. No, it's just enough to kill me. Fuck! 1 HP. Oh my god, if I had... Or sorry, 2 more HP, I could have actually finagled this. It's tricky, it's tricky. You really, because you gotta play a balancing game where your boss needs to die so you can reform him to make him better. But you don't want to do it in a way that causes everything else to bleed out. This was like a little bit of a bad test for me since I was spoiled by having a bunch of good units to hold off the mid game for me. It's not often I'm gonna have all those units up there like just easily played out so I can rinse and repeat my boss like that. But I look forward to messing with this some more. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, etc. Whenever it is for you. I will try to get you a recording tomorrow. There is no promise. There is no guarantee. I am not someone who can, you know, swear any promises or oaths of office, etc. I'm just a boy playing video games. Enjoy the rest of your morning. I already said that. How do we round it out? You're supposed to just like close it out after you say that. Anyway, yeah, chance of video tomorrow. Till then, we'll see you on the next one. Take it easy, everybody.